10 Doubts about Pure Land. On Buddha recitation and attachment to form, it is like lighting a fire on top of ice. As the fire intensifies, the ice melts. When the ice melts, the fire is extinguished. So it is with Buddha recitation. In the end, the practitioner will attain the realm of no birth and see the fire of rebirth spontaneously disappear. Pure Land Patriarch Master Tao Cho. Question I. Great compassion is the life calling of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Thus, those who have developed the Bodhi mind, wishing to rescue and ferry other sentient beings across, should simply vow to be reborn in the triple realm, among the 5 turbidities and the 3 evil paths. Why should we abandon sentient beings to lead a selfish life of tranquility? Is this not a lack of compassion, a preoccupation with egoistic needs, contrary to the path of enlightenment? Answer. There are 2 types of bodhisattvas. The first type are those who have followed the bodhisattva path for a long time and attained the tolerance of non-birth, insight into the non-origination of phenomena. This reproach applies to them. The second type are bodhisattvas who have not attained the tolerance of non-birth, as well as ordinary beings who have just developed the Bodhi mind. If they aspire to perfect that tolerance and enter the evil life of the triple realm, to save sentient beings, they should remain in constant proximity to the Buddhas. As stated in the Perfection of Wisdom treatise, it is unwise for human beings who are still bound by all kinds of afflictions, even if they possess a great compassionate mind, to seek a premature rebirth in this evil realm to rescue sentient beings. Why is this so? It is because in this evil, defiled world, afflictions are powerful and widespread. Those who lack the power of tolerance, of non-birth, are bound to be swayed by external circumstances. They then become slaves to form and sound, fame and fortune, with the resulting karma of greed, anger and delusion. Once this occurs, they cannot even save themselves, much less others. If, for example, they are born in the human realm, in this evil environment full of non-believers and externalists, it is difficult to encounter genuine sages. Therefore, it is not easy to hear the Buddha Dharma nor achieve the goals of the sages. Of those who planted the seeds of generosity, morality and blessings in previous lives and are thus now enjoying power and fame, how many are not infatuated with a life of wealth and honor, wallowing in endless greed and lust? Therefore, even when they are counseled by enlightened teachers, they do not believe them nor act accordingly. Moreover, to satisfy their passions, they take advantage of their existing power and influence, creating a great deal of bad karma. Thus, when their present life comes to an end, they descend upon the 3 evil paths for countless eons. After that, they are reborn as humans of low social and economic status. If they do not then meet good spiritual advisors, they will continue to be deluded, creating more bad karma and descending once again into the lower realms. From time immemorial, sentient beings caught in the cycle of birth and death have been in this predicament. This is called the difficult path of practice. The Vimalakirti Sutra also states, if you cannot even cure your own illness, how can you cure the illnesses of others? The Perfection of Wisdom treatise further states, take the case of 2 persons, each of whom watches a relative drowning in the river. The first person, acting on impulse, hastily jumps into the water. However, because he lacks the necessary skills, in the end, both of them drown. The second person, more intelligent and resourceful, hurries off to fetch a boat and sails to the rescue. Thus, both persons escape drowning. Newly aspiring bodhisattvas are like the first individual, who still lacks the power of tolerance, of non-birth, and cannot save sentient beings. Only those bodhisattvas who remain close to the Buddhas and attain that tolerance can substitute for the Buddhas and ferry countless sentient beings across. Just like the person who has the boat. The Perfection of Wisdom treatise goes on to state, this is not unlike a young child who should not leave his mother, lest he fall into a well, drown in the river or die of starvation, or a young bird whose wings are not fully developed. It must bide its time, hopping from branch to branch, until it can fly afar, leisurely and unimpeded. Ordinary persons who lack the tolerance of non-birth should limit themselves to Buddha recitation to achieve one-pointedness of mind. Once that goal is reached, at the time of death, they will certainly be reborn in the Pure Land. Having seen Amitabha Buddha and reached the tolerance of non-birth, they can steer the boat of that tolerance into the sea of birth and death, to ferry sentient beings across and accomplish countless Buddha deeds at will. For these reasons, compassionate practitioners who wish to teach and convert sentient beings in hell, or enter the sea of birth and death, should bear in mind the causes and conditions for rebirth in the Pure Land. This is referred to as the easy path of practice, in the commentary on the 10 stages of the Bodhisattvas.